Hi, welcome to Prime Time. This is a series that's exploring the issues facing you today in Los Angeles. Today, we're talking to Tracy McCubin of Declutterfly. When does someone realize that maybe their house is, their roommate is their stuff?
When your stuff gets in the way of you doing what you want to do. So when you say like, oh, I want to ride my bike this weekend, but I can't find the bike pump, and I know I have 4 of them because I bought one, I couldn't find the first one, so I bought a second one. When your stuff starts getting in the way, I can't have somebody over to my house. I haven't eaten dinner at my dining room table in 6 months. You know, when your stuff is taking over and you can't do what you want to do, that's the time. And that's different for everybody. You know,
Right.
It's one of the things I always tell people, you know, there's sort of what's cluttered to you may not be cluttered to me.
Sure.
You know, so it's when you find yourself just constantly kind of running in circles.
Out of 10 people, how many people live a cluttered life?
It's so hard for me because everyone I see is cluttered. I mean, look, we have too much stuff.
Right.
I'm going to give you the big secret. Here's the big secret.
Okay.
That people say to me all the time. Well, how do I stay organized? What's the trick? Give me 5 tricks to staying organized. It's really simple. Have less stuff. The less stuff you have, the easier it is to organize.
It's funny you say that. I have a client who lives by the rule of 100 things.
Totally in their whole house?
Totally. Personal items, 100 things.
That's great.
And every time they get a new thing, they throw it out.
I did a big thing in my closet. I kind of read this article. There was this movement of people who had 7 articles of clothing and they wore them for 30 days. So they just rotated outfits. They were allowed accessories and shoes. And so I did a big purge on my closet, got it really down. And now when I buy a new piece of clothing, 3 pieces of clothing have to go out.
Great rule.
But the really interesting thing that I found is I'm buying much higher quality stuff that's lasting longer. So I'm not sort of wasting on throwaway clothes. Getting dressed is so much easier because I have 4 decisions to make. Like I don't stress out.
Right.
And it's really, I feel, you know, I just feel the anxiety go down. I get up in the morning and I know it's these 4 pair of pants or these 6 t-shirts and off I go.
It's interesting too when you talk about the closet. Do you think that there's identifiable rooms that are subject to more clutter than others that people should be looking out for to ask them like, hey, maybe I'm living a cluttered life? Is it garages? Is it living rooms?
Garages. I mean, garages are terrible. The joke I always make is, I go, I think America is the only country where we park our brand new $60,000 cars on the street and put our trash in our garage. You know,
Right.
I think garages, you know, if you're home, you look around, you go, I don't think it's that cluttered. But look in bathroom cabinets. I mean, how old is that medicine? You know, linen closets. When's the last time you used those towels? Like, there's just becomes pockets. Kitchens get really bad. Kitchens,
Yeah.
you just turn around, they get really bad. I always tell people twice a year. I kind of say around the winter holidays and around the spring holidays, do a purge of your pantry, and you realize, like, I'm never going to eat creamed corn.
Right.
You know, and donate it to your local food pantry.